What's up, guys? Oh, sorry about that. Got on late. It's so warm, man. Has not been. But I haven't been getting on. Just the heat, maybe. Heat, not fun. It's been getting warmer and warmer. Summer's coming. That's all I'm gonna say is summer's coming. It's not fun. Yeah, I did a couple things today. I went to that Neverness to Everness beer papas thing. It wasn't that great. I got the goodies, but but I'll be honest, for $35 for what you get, it's cheaper at the store because it's normally 40. I paid 35 for that shit. I was like, man, dude, it's so expensive. Luckily, I got like $30 back from selling the code. They bought the code for me, and I was like, oh, I only have to spend like $7. Wasn't worth it though. The sweets were decent. I like Japanese cream puffs. But it is not worth the money, man. They're expensive. It's gonna take a while to get all the coins. It's gonna take at least another day, 100. Yeah, it's gonna take at least 2 days to finish this off. This is gonna take weeks to get these. That's how the current growth is. It's gonna take weeks, man. How long is the event going for? 30 days? 24 days. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get everything in time. Even if I got 24 days times what, 1,300? What it is? 1,300 of 1,300. Let me do the math. Pretty went up. No, no, it isn't. 18, 24. That's enough. No, that's enough. I'll have enough. It's gonna take at least 20 days to be able to get everything. I just do stand passively. I'll eventually get all this shit. I just want the coins though. These I can care less about.
Today, Black Mimosa had a good dream. Woke up happy too, but can't remember what the dream was about.
Hold on! Let me get out whatever Kiramaru gobbled.
Today, Black Mimosa had a...
What do you...
It's my duty.
Today,
It's my
I'm...
Which...
clarity.
Do you...
Me! I'm ready to go!
What's up, Blades? How you doing? Oh, no, with you. What's going on? If you can hear me, I'm not sure if you hear me. Not much going on here, dude. It's the usual. What's the when? I'm sure to be content to be thought of this was. Yeah. People can always criticize you for doing things your own way. You know, like it's like, oh, you're dumb. You're dumb for doing that. Like, why aren't you? It's like, okay. You're doing what works for you. You know, again, there's going to be people that think what I do is stupid. You know, I've been doing the whole thing about minimalistic things, like just being rich with nothing. There's a Japanese, like, I guess, philosophy with that, where you can, like, you can become rich by being poor. And it's like minimalistic, you know, keep your spending down, being mindful of what you spend. Only spend on what you need, not the things that you want you can do without. You know, it's like, and I'm like, you know, it's kind of like my philosophy. How I live, trying to be more minimalistic in my approach. Trying to be like, hey, get rid of all the excess in my life that I don't need.
What would you like to eat?
Again, it's just, like I said, there's nothing wrong with being different. There really is nothing wrong with being different. Just remember that. You're not weird for being different.
Time to eat.
like everybody else. Not my thing.
My turn. You're a Maru faster than this. Oh boy. I got it. Nervous?
Stay there.
Awaken! Be legendary! Get it, Kiramaru! Don't give up! I did pretty well, didn't I?
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's like when I use low-tier characters, like, it's like, okay, whatever, I like the character. People questioned me on this game the other day, it's like, oh, you're using Aurelia. Like, I don't see anybody use her, like, why are you, that's a weird team composition. He wasn't making fun of me, but he was questioning it. Like, because he saw me doing something that everybody else was doing. I was like, I like Aurelia, that's why I use her. I know she sucks. I still use her, though, you know? If I want to optimize my team better, yeah, I could switch her out for another character, but I'm still using her regardless. Just to have different team members. I know it's not the best choice, but doesn't mean I'm dumb for doing it. It's like, I make it work. It's not, yes, like, I could be more optimal. Because I'm not following meta. Because you look at the meta for this game, like, I took care of that one fast. Wait, hold on. Just like typing a bunch of shit. Yeah, I don't care. I'll use a low tier character regardless. I don't give a shit what the community thinks. I'll use a character I like. Dude, I've done that before. I've done that many times in fighting games. And they're not just fighting games, also gacha games. I've used low-tier characters. I just use the character I like, you know? I learned to just pick the characters you like. Who do you like? You like them and just use them. And it's like, why do you care what everybody... And I don't look up meta strategies. I'm not looking up like, oh my god, I gotta do the strategy everybody else is doing because that's how you win. It's like, I just do whatever. I don't care. I don't study the meta, you know, I don't go and like, hold on, let me look online for the strategy on how to beat everything, because I don't want to figure it out myself. I just figure it out, you know, I just like, hey, let me try it, you know. I need some help, I'll ask for some tips. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm doing something, okay, I didn't realize that, you know, thanks for the tip. I'll keep that in mind, but that's it, you know, I don't just go, give me the answers, because I can't think for myself. Yeah, basically make your struggle as minimal as possible. I mean, it makes sense logically. You want to increase your odds of winning. Because if winning is all that matters, then that makes the most sense. You know, if you're just looking at things logically, you can look at, you know, it's like percentages, odds, all that, just to win, you know. It's not about enjoyment, it's about winning, you know. That's what matters. It's not about enjoyment. Like these guys that play Evo, they don't play to have fun, they play to win. A lot of them, you can tell, don't play to have fun. They play because they want to win. Honestly, I think that comes with the territory. But games have, I think, conformed them to that style because they can't really play their own way like they used to. They used to create, they were able to create metas themselves, you know, like because the game was so flexible. But now they can't do that anymore, so the meta gets so stale. Nothing really changes much, so that it becomes very established very quickly. So now it's just a matter of, well, I know this isn't going to work, so I'm just going to and everything's been figured out. The game's, case solved. Now everybody just does the meta because it's like, okay, well, I want to win. I want to make millions of dollars or whatever. What is it that's going to give me the best odds of winning? And I understand why they do it, but I do feel that the competition, the soul of it, has been taken out because now it's just about results and money. It's not about like seeing personalities and seeing people, create their own thing. You don't see that anymore. It's not really any creation process to it anymore. They're just good at it. They're just good at it, and for the sake of making money. I feel like the soul of it all has really dwindled. That's why a lot of stuff looks so boring to engage with. It's not fun. There's no. It's not about. It's not about creating something anymore. It's not about being yourself. It's about just conforming. You conform. Conform, be like everybody else. Everything. That's why everything becomes the same, because that's what I think that's what the world's teaching us, is just to be like everybody else. Which is lame, I think it's super fucking lame. No, no, because it's a 1 out of 3 chance anyway. It doesn't matter which one you pick.
Wait and see.
It's an illusion.
Lacrimosa.
favors are the hardest debts to repay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, it's like when people say, oh, it gets better after you play 100 hours. I'm like, it's like, dude, you shouldn't have to play through something for that many hours just for it to quote unquote get better. I don't know. The game should, you should be able to, you should be smart enough to tell you enjoy something by just the first couple hours. Yeah, some games start off slow. There are games that it's like, man, it doesn't pick up until like 8 hours, and then it gets good. That does happen. There are games that do that. But I just don't think you need to be spending like hundreds of hours just to go, is it good yet? I don't know how you can sit there and say, that's good game design, you know? It's like watching a series. It's like you watching like an anime and the first 2 seasons suck balls. Like it's written like, you're like, who wrote this crap? And the 3rd season, oh, we got a different writer, now it's actually decent. Well, what, you know, you just have to watch, you know, 24 hours of anime to get to the good stuff. It's like, no, dude, that's not good. Like, why would you do that? I've never played a game or watched an anime where I had to play or watch that much just to tell people, oh man, this is highly recommended. As long as you disregard the first 50% of it. I don't know how you sit there and justify that. But again, everybody's different. You know, you have to understand that. These people see things differently. You know, I don't know how their thought process is in terms of when they take something in. Do they really enjoy it? Or are they just doing it because of other reasons, ulterior motives? Are they doing it because everybody else likes it? You know, is there peer pressure?
Be careful. Glass.
Sometimes I wonder if people are just doing certain things just because, and because everybody else is doing it. I really believe a lot of people do that shit. They don't have any independent thought. They just do. They do the thing that everybody says because that's what it is online, or what, you know, that's what's socially acceptable. You gotta do this because everybody else is doing it, and that's, well, it's just the way it is. You know, that's how. That kind of reasoning. It's like, don't question it, just do it. It's like, I'm like, okay. It sounds like these people are just like sheep, you know? It's like me liking this game. Yeah, there's there's millions of people that don't like this game. They think this game is total shit. They will tell you, oh man, why are you playing that crap-ass gacha game? And it's like, okay, and it's like, I don't give a shit what they think, you know? Even if every person that came into my room and said, you know, you need to stop playing this game because it sucks. You know, why don't you play a good game like Genshin Impact? You know, imagine if everybody in the room kept doing that to me. I'd be like, uh-huh, sure, buddy, whatever, man. Cool story, bro. I'm gonna keep playing, you know? I'm not gonna let them sway me. They can say whatever they say. Oh, you're the dumbest motherfucker. Everybody hates you. You know, if you just liked Genshin Impact, you would actually be a better person. You know, just come up with these outlandish things, and I'm just like, and I would channel it out. I'd be like, I don't care what the fuck you say. Like, nothing you can say can convince me otherwise. I know what I like, regardless of what you think. You know. And I've played Genshin, you know. I know I don't like it. I think it's the majority think Genshin is the greatest game ever made. The majority. Let's say like over 100 million people play it, or whatever. That's why it's number one. It is the number one game in the gacha space. It makes the most money. You know, but I don't care. I don't care if I was the last person on Earth that said, "Oh, well, he doesn't like Genshin Impact." Like, how dare he? You know, he's an idiot. So like, oh, he's evil. Like, I wouldn't care. Like, cool, I'm one of a kind. But I guess being different is, I guess, a crime to be different. God forbid you're different. God forbid you have your own preferences and opinions because that makes you weird. That makes you strange. That makes you dumb. You know, like blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't fucking care. But then I see the people that do the opposite, that they hate the things that they hate, and yet they keep doing it. And that's one guy, I know he plays Street Fighter 6 all the time. It's all he plays. And he's always complaining about it. And I'm like, everybody in your chat talks shit about it, like nonstop. And that's all you fucking play. And I'm like, if you don't like it, why do you keep playing it? I don't understand. You invest so much time. He goes to tournaments. He's all trying to get invested in the scene. And he hates it. And I'm just like, it's like almost like an abusive ex. And I just, that makes no sense to me. That doesn't logically make any sense. Why do you spend so much of your energy and time on something that you hate? Like, you will spend money on it, you will fucking spend thousands of hours on it, you will spend, talk to everybody at your social circles about it, and I'm just like, holy fuck, dude, like, what is wrong with you? And I don't know what I think it's like the attachment of like Street Fighter, because it's like, because it's the game he loves more than anything, and he just cannot see himself, stray from it. It's like, to him, it'd be like, I can't do that, it'd be a sin if I did that. I loved Street Fighter back in the day. It was the greatest game ever made to me. I can't turn my back on Street Fighter. That would be wrong. And it's like you can just go play a different game. Well, he just doesn't like the balance. He doesn't like the way things hit. He doesn't like what the game's become in terms of how it's played. It doesn't play like Street Fighter. It just, it's so oppressive and just unga. It's just the way you play the game. It's just like, Jesus Christ, dude. This isn't Street Fighter. Like, this is not how Street Fighter plays. It's definitely some weird bastard child. But, because the majority play it and they want to feel relevant, I think that's why they play it. Because they need to feel included. That's what I think it is. I think that's why these guys won't let it go. Because they know that's where the scene is. They know that's where the majority are. And it's what's accepted. So they have to follow that. They feel like it's a necessity. So they cannot break the grip from it. To them, it's like, I cannot do that. I feel like they would go through, I don't know, maybe withdrawal or something like that. They were like, no, I can't do that. Like, it's almost like drugs, people that try to break from taking drugs all the time and they get so addicted to it. It's almost like a drug. It's bad for you, yet you keep doing it. And it's like, well, then stop doing it. Why do you keep coming back for more? I don't get it. Like, it's bad. It's not good for you. You're unhappy. Yet you keep coming back. You want more. It's that whole abusive ex thing. It's like, but I remember the good times. It was the greatest game ever made. We can make it work. And so that's what it seems like. You're holding on to like false hope. Like, dude, things change. Get over it. Like, seriously, get over it. Like, God forbid you do something different. God forbid that scares you to do something different. People, I think, are generally terrified of that.
I got it. No mercy.
Lacrimosa can handle it.
That's all. But I mean, that's his choice. I mean, he's a good guy. I don't think ill of him. I just wonder, like, why he wastes so much time on something that he hates. I tell him, like, it doesn't make any sense, man. Like, you have other fighting games that are better. Like, he knows that, like, Fatal Fury is a better game than Street Fighter 6. It's like, go play it. Like, why won't you play it? Is it because you're afraid that you're not good at it? You're afraid that you're gonna lose? because it's what you don't know. It's you have because he's invested so much time into Street Fighter that's all he knows, and anything else is outside of his purview of expertise. So he feels that, oh, I can't do that because I won't, I almost like I don't want to learn something new because what are you afraid of? What is it you're afraid of? Like, are you afraid because you're gonna lose, or because you're not gonna see like immediate like skill intake? Like, I don't get it. Like, dude, it's a process. You're gonna learn. It's like it's part of the game. But are you enjoying the learning process? Now, if you don't enjoy, maybe he doesn't enjoy it. Maybe he's like, hey, I don't want to learn a new game. I like knowing what I know, and I just want to apply it to something I know. What I know, because I don't have to really learn it. I just play it kind of in the background. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Again, but ultimately, it is his choice. I mean, I have to respect it. Everybody's got their own little thing. I cannot change that. He is who he is, and I respect him. I don't got nothing against him. But they just see that, and that is something I just don't understand people do. It's like you never see like people that just like hating on things just because they want to hate on things. That'd be like me hating on Genshin, and that's my whole channel is just me talking shit about Genshin Impact. Or talking shit about Street Fighter. That's all I do all day, 24/7. Even I would expect someone to go and say, man, don't you got anything better to do than just fucking talk shit about another game all day? That'd be like me talking about Strive all day. Just making it my whole defining personality. That's all I do is, oh, he's the guy that talked shit about Strive all day. I mean, do you really want to know me for that? Or that's all I do? That's all I'm going to amount to? It's like, I'm more than that, dude. I'm not going to let that kick me down. Yes, it does hurt. And I tell people, it hurts. Because, you're something you loved. And you see it become something that you don't want. But you gotta learn to hey, you let it go. You gotta move on. That's the choice you got. You either stick with it and deal with it, or you go, hey, I'm moving on. See you later. But it's just I'm over this, And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what I did. I just moved on because I knew I wasn't happy. I was just bitter. And I was like, do I want my whole life to just be defined by bitterness? Just to be angry all the time? It's like I'd rather put my energy into something I love than or something I like than something I hate. It's uncertainty. Well, I mean, it can be, but I think it's a perspective thing, like when you give games second chances. You give games, let's say you played it the first time, and it didn't work, but then you have a new perspective now. You think, you know what, now I like this. I'm just saying, it's that sometimes a perspective change can change you liking something. You've changed as a person, so now it's like, okay, now I have a fresh set of eyes when I'm looking into it, and now when you go back to it, it's like, oh, it's not the same. And there's nothing wrong with that. That does happen. There are games I've done that where I've looked at them a second time because my tastes have changed and I end up liking it. Maybe, or just like it and say, that's alright. I don't love it, but I like it. It went from I don't like it to I like it. But then there's games where I've liked before and I go back to them and I don't like them anymore. Again, that doesn't mean I'm weird, it's just I've changed. Look at turn-based RPGs. I used to like them. I used to love them. I used to play them all the time. Played all the classics. Now I go back to them like, nope. I just can't do it. I just, my mind, I have changed. I've evolved from that. I just can't do it anymore. I'm done, you know? I just tell people, I'm done, man. I'm done. I'm tired, dude. You know, I can't play those games anymore. I have no interest in them. I can't make myself get interested in something.
You'll regret this.
I got it.
Time for the hear the song.
Here I am. Your moves are sloppy. What you see is an illusion.
But like I said, what's up, Addie? How you doing? Just remember, we change as people. Even like your food preferences change because of your diet. I remember when I used to hate eating vegetables. Now I actually like eating vegetables. I would never like eating my greens. You could never get me to eat vegetables when I was a kid. I always want junk food and sweets. Now I don't. Now when I'm like kind of more conscientious of sweets because they're just too sweet for me. I look at them like, man, it's a lot of sugar. Oh man, shouldn't be eating this, man. Your perspective changes. Obviously, as I'm getting older, I got to take better care of my health. When I was young, I didn't give a shit. When I was young, I didn't give a fuck about my health. Hey, whatever the hell I wanted, I eat Carl's Jr. all the time. I can't do that anymore. I can't handle it.
You're in. Time to eat cheddar,
Sweets are bad for you. Sugar's not good for you. It really isn't.
Black Ramosa can handle it.
If I eat sweets, I prefer lighter sweets. Like, that's one of the reasons I like Asian sweets, because they tend to be they're less sugar. They're lighter. I do like, it's not heavy on the chocolate, heavy on the sugar, heavy on the cream. I think the portioning is better. Like, and it's more natural sugar. Like, you know, you eat like fruits and stuff, like strawberries and, you know, cherries and grapes. You know, it's natural sugar. That's okay. I think that's fine to eat that. It's when you eat all that processed sugar, man. It's like, that's what a lot of sweets are. Just a bunch of processed sugar, man. And you eat it and you're just like, ugh. Like, it's so fucking much, dude. I think it tastes gross sometimes. You finally tried Gravity Circuit and Lumentail? Like, what did you think? What did you think, Addie? Or did you go, it's alright. Not my cup of tea. Addie's a very picky gamer. He's like me. He's like me in a different way. There's a lot of shit he doesn't like. It reminds me of that one, The Critic from that one show, The Critic, you remember that, with James Sherman. It stinks. Yes, Mr. Sherman. Everything stinks. Everything's shit. The world is shit. Think like Hadachi. Everything is crap. I'm getting filtered by the hook swing. Yeah, like I said, we change. You just change it. Just think in general, humans change. That's just normal. I think that's actually very healthy for change. When you stay the same all the time, that's what I think gets dangerous. Stop growing. I think it's good to experience different things. Keep begging for the game to stop yapping. Too much dialogue.
Hopping in.
Yeah, like I said, I hope you have some perspective change, Blades. Stop worrying about what everybody else thinks. Stop listening to those fighting game people. They don't know anything. I wouldn't place them so highly. Like they're the knowers of the keepers of the secret of life. I think a lot of FGC people are really, they're very bubbled in their thinking. That's why they only play fighting games. They don't do anything else. Play fighting games 24/7. That's all they know how to do. They live and breathe fighting games all day. There's a lot of fighting game people that, you know, like, what's her name? Daisy was saying yesterday. Noticing a lot of fighting game people are switching over to gacha. It's funny, I actually want to know, you know, I actually want to ask that as just to say, you know, is this true? Is it like a lot of fighting game content creators or like fighting game players or tournament players have been switching over to the gacha space? Like, I really wonder that, if that's a thing. Cookies. Oh, I got gacha as hell. Really has gacha. The Street Fighter 6. You know, it's funny that the Street Fighter crowd, you know, is like, again, they're weird. You know, the things that they say, oh, we don't like waifus in our games, and now they're like super waifu over, what's her name, the latest character, what's her fucking name? the one from Street Fighter, Ingrid. Now, oh my god, she's so waifu. It's like, I love her. It's like, it's just like, I just laugh at that shit. Like, you know, the thing that you guys always talk, like, oh, Street Fighter's not a waifu game. And then now it's like, oh my god, little waifu. Like, it's just like, my god, dude. It's just because it's Street Fighter. Because it's all they care. As long as it's Street Fighter, you know, and it's what everything is socially acceptable, they'll chase it. It's like, oh, that's what's in now, you know, that's what cool people like Street Fighter because of the waifus. It's like, I thought before they used to say that shit was trash, man. Like, I like real woman, you know, like, here's the dumb shit that they would say. Just the perspective has changed so much now. It's like, oh, the thing you hated, things you used to fucking crucify people for saying or liking, now you're doing the same shit. It's like, you guys are so fucking stupid, man. You think you're a loser, they are no different from you. Oh yeah, don't ever let someone dictate who you are or your opinion or what you think. Don't ever let someone take that away from you. They should never do that. That's not right. You should always like what, you know, be true to yourself, like what you like. Because you like it, not because of what anybody else thinks. But again, a lot of people can't do that though. A lot of people they can't have, their independent thought is not a thing for them. They need to be told. Some people are incapable of,
Shift change. Go rest now.
of you know, having that independent thought. Or just being themselves. You know, they don't know how to do that. They need an instruction manual. They need like someone to tell them, like, what do I do? I don't. You ever seen people like are into like religious stuff? Like, oh, and I'm not trying to make fun of people that are religious, but there's a lot of people that get into religion because, just saying, they're weak-minded. Just saying, man. I notice it a lot. A lot of people are into religion. They join a church or something because they are weak-willed and weak-minded. They need someone to tell them what to do. They really don't know. They are incapable of doing things themselves. They cannot function. It's like they need like a master to tell them what to do. They cannot function in life without that. They will fall apart at the seams if they don't have that. It's like a lost kitten. Like, it's like, wow, you don't know how to do anything, do you? Like, that's sad, man. Like, you can't stand on your own 2 feet for shit. Like, wow. Like, that's kind of sad. Oh yeah, and a lot of people sadly use religion to manipulate, and I don't like that. That's my mom used to go to church all the time, and she found out how manipulatory the pastor was. It's all a grift. It's all about money, because all he cared about was the donations. He was just like, hey, make sure you donate to the church. Make sure you donate. You know, and here's a guy making like $6 million a year, has like 2 mansions or whatever, has like, you know, 2-3 cars. And that's all it is. It's just to keep him rich. It's a grift under the guise of religion. And my mom saw through it, and I go, you know what? Fuck this dude. I was very happy to see her stand up to that and just walk away. I was like, you know, that's pretty awesome. Like, I said, Mom, that's all right. You know, that's something you should look up to and be like, hey, that takes a lot of willpower to, you know, intelligence to realize that someone's using you like that, and you got to walk away instead of just continuing the farce just to be like, "Hey, I'm just gonna deal with it. It's just the way it is, you know. I'll keep giving my money, and it's just it's like, dude, no, just walk away." And she walked away. I walked away. I've been feeling that way for the longest. Like, I just went to church because my mom wanted, because she loved the church, but then she changed. And I said, "Dude, Mom," I said, "I've been thinking this way for the longest time." I said, "Believe me, I've known about that way before she did. You know, I was just doing it for her." But, you know, at least she realized. She was strong-willed enough to realize, like, hey, I'm smarter than that. I'm not an idiot. Yeah, you can be religious. I mean, she you know, she does believe in God and all that. That's fine. But you don't need someone to take advantage of you to do it. Which, sadly, a lot of people, they do. You can see these people. It's almost like a cult, you know? Look at how cultish the behavior is with Donald Trump. His fan base, his MAGA base, that's a cult, dude. I don't care what you say. It's a cult. They believe he is a god. They listen. All they do is listen to whatever he says and parrot what he says. They have no independent thought at all. They only know what their Lord and Master says. If that's why they always pivot and turn themselves into a pretzel, because they can't defend the indefensible. They can't explain their reasoning. They just, nope, it's just whatever he says, and I'm just going to keep saying the same thing he says, and then if anybody questions me, I'm going to just do the same thing he does and accuse people and talk shit. Say, "Oh, you're an idiot, you got derangement syndrome," and all that shit. I'm like, my God, dude. Like, it's like, if it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck, it must be a duck. It's like, I don't know how you can't see that's not a cult. Like, dude, they're brainwashing you, man. Just saying, I know I shouldn't get political on this channel, but, you know, I see, that's what I see. You know, that's why I don't fall for it. I don't trust the guy. You know, I think he's a grifter like the rest of them. There's so many grifters on the market. I see it, I'm like, these motherfuckers, man. Like, there's so many of them. They all hide under the guise of virtue. Like, I'm your Lord and Savior. I can show you the way. Just listen to me. It's just like, just give up your independent thought. Give up your soul. And I'll show you the way. And a lot of people do that because they can't think for themselves. They really can't. It's sad. Like, wow, are we that weak-minded? Are we that stupid? It must be. I think we are that stupid. Oh, what the fuck was that? I gotta leave. I gotta leave in 20 minutes. I gotta go pick up my roommate. Like I said, yeah, my mom's awesome for doing that, so pretty awesome story.
Stay there.
telegraph them. He doesn't give you any indicator at all. Like, oh my god, I can't. Like, almost all the attacks you could not telegraph. He's doing a lot of damage. Definitely have to learn that. Going back to gravity circuit. I put VSync on. I don't like screen tearing. Even though I know it adds input delay, I can't stand screen tearing. Yeah, I'll leave it 15.
Awaken! An illusion.
Lacrimosa can handle it. It's you, Lacrimosa. Angry.
Taking up! Watch out, fool!
I got it. Saw it coming. Your moves are swatting.
High level. Way too much of a gap. Yeah, take him up to 70. Not 60. Way too weak.
Be careful. Glide wings. So easy.
Hey, go pick up my roommate. I'll be back in a little bit, guys.